the Double or Nothing, exclusively on pay-per-view. To expect even more this week. Hello again, everybody, and thank you very much for being with us tonight.
It was crazy a week ago, gentlemen. I don't think we have any this caliber.
It is going to be a wild ride.
Well, we had said last week that we would hear from Lance, one of the guys in the back. What?
Sergeant, look, here's Jake Roberts. Man, last week these two made.
And then that EBD claw. But that was just the beginning. Vile, reprehensible actions placing this take on antics.
Yeah. Always classic.
Anytime for any of you jerks. This is hiding every friggin' chapter. Like it or not, that's just, as far as cooking, wiping babies, occasionally, if it's very cold outside, I have a woman that comes and sees me, but she may that I've been watching.
Oh, what a video.
Now,
he's not changed.
Cody, hide behind your brother, behind any obstacle that you can. What you got? What you got? Lance Archer. He brought some toys this week.
He brought his.
The hell, man.
Cody bursting into Daly's place.
Here are the two guys that are going to battle for the TNT Championship. And
a 40-yard punt. Cody's got his eyes on Jake Roberts. And why wouldn't he?
Wasn't it?
On Lance Archer.
Yeah, welcome to our world.
Blame him after what happened last week to Brandy?
Not at all.
Right to the head of Lance Archer. And Archer is reeling. For one of the
watching the chokeslam on Archer swept out the leg.
Champion. Saturday, May 23rd. Saturday night on.
Trying to choke the life out of Archer.
No.
With his own murder.
He just shrugged out.
Oh!
Big kick for them.
Just stay down. They
This
keep
is
coming
our
back.
world.
On each,
and you're just a squirrel.
And Cody blocking it with all he's got.
Throwing him right off from that cutter.
Cody and Archer.
Oh, look at Jake is. All the eyes of both men full of hatred. Somebody's going to get hurt.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Tony. This is about
Roberts retrieving Archer, who wanted to stay and fight.
Lance doesn't make any money fighting now. Save it for the pay-per-view.
Card, Excalibur, tell us about that main event.
The man that will be taking on Christopher Daniels here tonight in our main event.
And if you think will make his presence felt before this is all said and done.
In addition, over the last, get his shot at Chris Jericho tonight here on TNT.
Competition here tonight.
And a four-way matchup that will almost on Penelope Ford, Britt Baker, and Chris Statlander in a
of the Inner Circle take on the team of Kenny Omega and Mad
Friends. With Orange Cassidy at ringside, will take on the Jurassic Express, ever evolving. It's extremely competitive. Here's a very
is to give you fans the best tag team
roster has delivered one incredible moment after another.
I can't believe what we're seeing.
Sky kicking his legs inside
of all elite wrestling.
2 months ago at Revolution, team match ever.
Buckshot V-trigger.
Just freaking wow.
Sidelined by an attack from the Inner Circle, opening the door one of those teams. Over the last month, they have climbed in the rankings into themselves real contenders for the tag team titles. New members, as the Dark Order is stronger than ever. Rankings of AEW's tag team division. The tag team champion teams like Private Party, Proud and Powerful, SCU, the best tag team in AEW.
Minute time limit. Making their way to the ring, accompanied to the ring is Express.
Number 2 ranked team. It would seem that the Jurassic Express would move up.
Today, for the first time in a long time, they have been very impressive.
Chuck Taylor and Trent, best friends.
If not the hottest tag team in all of AEW, they are one of the hottest 20s of the Dark Order are ranked number 1, Evil Uno and Grayson. Kind of consider maybe give a nod here to best friends if they pull off the win.
Or productivity, the Dark Order, they could be dropping. I mean, the circumstance taking advantage of that factor.
That was announced last week. Tony made that announcement while interviewing
Yeah. Well, only 22 years of age. How about that? 4 years experience.
He went for the trip. Taylor able to avoid it, but walked right into that side headlock takeover.
Pay-per-view coming Saturday, May 23rd, is taking a minute.
Much like a dragon screw arm, a leg whip.
Almost dropped all of them. Cover 1-2. Only a 2 count.
And you know, we talked about how hot the best friends have been. Same. Well, here we go. Here comes Trent coming in. I want to remind the fans, new merchandise now available here, official AEW merchandise, and get yours. Believe you me.
Collar and elbow tie up, and Luchasaurus using his size.
Allow Luchasaurus to dictate the pace. Good chance of beating you.
One of the most agile big men that we've seen in a long time. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
And just a single chop from Luchasaurus, who's able to take Trent off of his.
These are very popular, as we've outlined, but this is a very.
Now the AEW World Tag Team Champions, can they pick up a victory here tonight? And Luchasaurus covers.
Again, it's just some.
He builds up so much momentum and torque with those spinning kicks. I don't know, like a
tail whip.
Yeah.
In tag team, but he and Chuck have looked so great.
Oh, look at Jungle Boy Jack. Headband, and that would have been tragic.
JR, you know that little backdrop driver style attack by
Tony said he's 22, right?
Yes, 22 years old.
Oh, he's going.
Now, I'm glad to see that Orange Cassidy is moving down there at ringside. Boy, is he ever, bro.
And Chuck Taylor assisting Trent. Boy.
Double team superplex maybe, but Jungle Boy just has a lot of fight in it.
Striker there by Jungle Boy, and there's the tail whip. Chuck firing on all cylinders here.
There you go, give him chase.
And look what this match is, but Trent cutting off Jungle Boy at the pass. Interruptus.
Don't interruptus. I love it.
Oh, the midsection.
It took 2, JR, and they got the work done, didn't they?
Got to give the people what they want.
Damn right you do.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what a competitive matchup. Amazing tag team match.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the #1 fighter on the planet.
Break, go for that trademark hug, but Jungle Boy came. Oh, Trent though counters with a spear.
And to execute that tackle.
Brawl over to Jungle Boy, and Trent tags in Chuck Taylor. Jungle Boy.
Look at Jungle Boy. Smaller of the two, going downstairs, changing levels with the strikes to the quads.
Oh!
Yeah, he really telegraphed going into the.
Oh! Everything he has into that lariat, and Trent. Beautiful. He's got Trent dazed up on the shoulders.
Perfectly done by Trent. Trent's a veteran. We talked.
Orange Cassidy knows the importance. Oh my!
What the hell's that?
That was Ray Phoenix.
Very nearly beheaded, and MJF.
And now Jungle Boy, is he going to be able to get back in this thing?
Chuck Taylor. Oh my God! Waffle spike Jungle Boy. He covers 1, 2, 3.
After the shot to the ring post, Jungle Boy Jack Perry had little chance. That pile driver. Look at
Wardlow.
What the hell? That's a big man for doing that, isn't it?
Now
has got to look after a little Marco stunt.
Of course he does.
Or you know he'd be getting right.
Double or nothing, and Ray Phoenix taking a cheap shot as well.
May 23rd at Double or Nothing.
Assist they didn't ask for from MJF.
I don't think they would. I think it happened. Oh, it's disgusting.
Tony, John Moxley, he's our champion.
To expect him to answer what happened a week.
We understand. We're just getting word that he is arriving here now.
For Mr. Brody Lee. Got back to you.
We all knew that John's away with the AEW title. He is here, and he means business.
The four-way match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time at Penelope Ford.
And this four-way matchup will almost certainly.
Chris Statlander.
I gotta do it like Arkansas far away, or
much farther.
Dakota.
Go past Walla Walla, and it's even further than that.
Well, the fact he certainly is a powerhouse in No question about that.
Baker DMT.
I know I've done a lot of interviews with her, and I know she's been a friend, but I don't get this being a role model.
Number 3 contender for Nyla Rose Championship.
With Japan, Hikaru
Shida has been on an absolute tear in the AEW women, but she has a very tall order in front of her here tonight. The rules of the 4-way.
Interesting that the graphic 11 sticker. She was rubbing her nose. She remembers what happened. Right? It became a T-shirt on ShopAEW.com.
And Chris Statlander offering Penelope Ford
Shida here. Meanwhile, the alien is down,
driving her face into that canvas.
Great payback for this broker.
Intercepts, and she just hoists Britt Baker up.
Double backbreaker.
And it seems like,
nice athleticism.
She was going to put the lockjaw right, and Statlander, but
it's under the back elbow attempt. Reversal there by Britt. Shida went for the stuff. Shida round with a sling blade.
Frenetic pace here in this matchup.
On the formerly broken nose of Britt Baker.
It's a Greco-Roman.
But it broke the lockjaw, and it was the formerly broken nose.
No, before we got a near fall.
Penelope actually kicked Britt Baker, but Britt was able to stop her down.
Hard shot by. She's very smart. She's very acclaimed. And if you don't believe me,
the sole of her boot into the face of Statlander to cover. 1, 2.
Meanwhile, I think Penelope's doing a very smart thing here. She's
not going to be lying low on this one. Remember, the first person to score pin or submission wins it. So you'll see a lot of different
women here. If Penelope has more of a reason or
gain the most of any of the 4 competitors, and Hikaru Shida.
Oh my God!
Oh! How strong is Statlander?
That's incredible.
She lost her.
She lost her and caught her and controlled her.
Statlander.
Man, what a we've got here.
The Legends Cage is the 5-time champ, faced all challenges and cleared out his division.
For a world champion, I don't think he's ever been.
Randy is the most divisive figure to ever step foot in the Legends Cage. All eyes will be on this fight.
Four-way matchup between the 4 top ranked women.
Now she's looking for Big Bang Theory, but Britt Baker.
Britt Baker, the doctor, making a house call there.
Boy, when she was
Canadian Destroyer by Britt Baker.
Futile effort.
But Penelope Ford.
What a cutter.
Back.
Shida was there to interrupt, but she didn't need to that time. But nonetheless, it all.
Hikaru Shida looking for that Falcon Arrow. Throws the lariat, but Baker intercepts.
But so is everybody's had their moment. Look at the power of Statlander.
Double or Nothing on May 23rd on pay-per-view. Official.
Chris Statlander charging the corner. Nobody was home. Sandwich in the corner.
I hate those sandwiches.
Yeah, you know.
Excalibur said earlier you can pick your spots.
Sure. And this one as well. But Shida is taking command of this match.
If you're smart. She went to college for 30 years. Penelope, that cover.
Missile dropkick used as a springboard, and
Al Turner just a millimeter from the canvas on that 3 count.
Ringside.
Kip Sabian looking on, very concerned. And
room, will you, for God's sakes?
Shida.
Put it out of that.
Boy, that was a real near fall.
I guess Love conquered.
Sit up.
Statlander's like a linebacker. Man, she's big and strong.
On the shoulders of Statlander. Oh, God. Driving Statlander into the ring post.
She's trying to handspring cutter against
her shoulders.
How strong is Shida? Just controlling an active live human body right into the back.
Look, she's got
Baker with the lockjaw.
Goes down as well. Look at Baker.
Where did she get the glove from? And she's still.
Britt Baker is so on punishing.
So Shida protects her #1 ranking.
You have to imagine those two women are certainly on a collision course.
Baker likes nobody.
Well, she has a temper, doesn't she?
Tonight, and it's a good night for a fight. Grinding, scratching, clawing, trying to get to a moment just like this.
Pete out of here. I hate that guy.
And at first I was insulted. It's been sweet. You roll with an inner circle. I don't throw shapes. I throw hands.
Pineapple.
Insults.
Very impressive waiting.
A tag team match set with a 20-minute Dana and Ortiz.
Reverently involved in that street fight last week, gentlemen. Big time.
I was going to say
crucial at their presence, how the inner circle was able to defeat you two.
Introducing first, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 2 team champions.
Oh!
Hey!
completely screwed him out of the match a week ago.
Hell has even rung.
And before Matt Hardy even made his appearance.
Ortiz.
Amazing teamwork. Well, what version is that, Excalibur?
5,000-year-old vessel. Look at this.
Oh, not too bad for a 3. But
look at this.
Bring some hellfire and brimstone.
Matt Hardy.
It's very obvious he's got many, many personalities. Fractured it.
Now the bell finally rung.
Wow. Finally, this clocked in, then get paid now. The bell
down almost like a street fight.
Yeah, that's right. This is a standard test. And now Omega laying in those right hands to the face.
And now Kenny Omega, maybe just trying to make short work of this situation. Salt off that lift.
That scissor lift. He was.
How was that dead?
Rolls to center. Goes for the hip toss. Ortiz hip toss of his.
Oh, with a big squat.
That tiger style.
You ever seen anybody win with it?
Nope.
Thank you. I rested my case around saying Illinois that time.
I was going to say that your new book, Under the Block, on JARsBBQ.com, Amazon.com.
On fire.
Beautiful Kotaro crusher on Santana and Ortiz.
He bite his tongue.
I think
what the hell's going on?
I think it's the ear of
Double duck boot. And now Omega and
Kenny Eats teaming up with one half of the World Tag Team Champions here.
On their mama's sewing machine. That's a true story.
Oh,
folks.
sure. North Carolina kids.
Driving the head of Santana into the canvas.
And Santana showing his toughness and resilience in somewhere, some kind of gym. They're working bigger, they're stronger. Very impressive.
Right there. They're in great shape here now.
They're motivated, and you can count that to a lot.
The boss happy. Let's jump beyond Chris Jericho.
Double sledges. Back elbow.
It cost them that match.
Quite literally, they rolled up and over the top of Omega. Omega back elbow. Big right hand takes down
Torrey, shall we say.
Yeah, he shouldn't turn his back on Kenny.
You can't break your concentration, and you never take your eyes off your attack we got going here. We're back here on TNT. Jim Ross, Excalibur, representing Santana and Ortiz against Kenny Omega and Matt Hardy. One fall.
Roughshod over both Hardy and Omega. And they can.
Omega has always been his ability to take punishment. Buddy, he's taking some punishment.
Modified Walls of Jericho, modified Boston Crab.
And they are just punishing.
Legally double team.
Yes, sir. And we are counting the days to Saturday 23rd for order today.
Yeah, don't wait till the last minute. It's right to the eye. I'm sure that Omega's not too pleased with that tactic. Dresses. Because a normal guy could not wear that clothing.
Him down.
Look where the left hand is of Ortiz at his side.
Oh,
let's just boom.
The Greco-Roman eye poke.
I don't like that move.
Gouged multiple times this match.
Matt Hardy's a different breed of cat, folks. I'm telling you. I'm not disrespectful. Complex individual.
Well, we had 3 different versions of Matt Hardy that we.
That ice chest, and now Ortiz double Northern Lights suplex.
Ortiz hanging on, so he was well prepared for that team.
Any predicaments is amazing.
He is among one of the most resilient.
Bumping and grinding moments ago took away from his offense, and now look at the retaliation.
I think Omega's taking hope. Look at it. Kenny go.
Good shots. Those foreign shivers right across the jaw.
Again, an homage to, oh no, Snap Dragon! Ortiz shouting out Tiger Schulman, but Kenny Omega.
Omega and Hiroshi Tanahashi won't make me very popular in some circles, but so be it. It's my opinion.
Matt Hardy is plenty fresh now.
And he's been winger out on Santana.
And Santana, full head of steam, running out for the Bulldog, but Santana
is on fire. Whatever verse you want to say, he's...
No!
You got to hand it to Santana, man. Yeah. 2, he's kicking out, is Santana.
These kids are as tough as they come, JR.
Yeah. Matt Hardy covers, deep cover
down.
1, 2, no!
And I thought that was going to do it.
Man.
For this.
Hardy up to them.
Delete.
Time to delete him. Let's go.
Just like most of my
section.
Matt Hardy looking for a friendly face.
Ope suicida by Santana.
Santana's a big man. Fight through the odds again here. He had the advantage and he's lost it. Hardy.
Omega.
Over the top.
Would the Pescado be something like a crossbody? Of course it is.
There you go.
The twist of fate. The twist of fate broke it all up. Or Hardy with a victory right there.
Heck of a battle we got on
Omega having a hard time to get back back up. Boom, there's the twist of fate. That's Matt in the head.
Ortiz saved this match for his.
Hardy goes to the post shoulder first, and now those back elbows found their mark.
Through into the cutter.
What a beautiful cutter by Santana. Got to make
knocking Omega back to the corner, and Santana, oh, the diving.
Shoulders are down, and referee Knox' hand was coming down.
Just getting up after being posted.
You can tell all 4 men are getting a little.
Santana bringing Omega over to the.
I think this is all done, and these issues are done.
Omega able to avoid the contact. Matt Hardy takes care of. She's legal.
Wait,
Hardy and Ortiz are the 2 legal men.
With the body capture. And all of Hardy's weight.
Ortiz may be on the verge of sending Guevara.
A week ago, he was run over by that
Grace on.
Oh, God, what a twist of fate. What a man with a bat. He was sent out here by Jericho.
That's a good point. Could have been.
Took Ortiz off the top turnbuckle. And now Hardy trying to...
Oh, bang with the V-trigger.
How about that? Well, the guy on top of V-trigger.
Oh. Hardy drops Ortiz. Cover 1, 2, 3. That is it. They are victorious.
Omega and Matt Hardy.
Man, this one's going to go. And Matt Hardy's skill and resilience have pulled these 2 men through.
Hardy and Omega for tag teams in AEW here tonight in an impressive outing for both.
I can tell you that. Ladies and gentlemen, still to come. MJF returns.
The Legends Cage is reserved for the very best fight. All challengers and cleared out his division. But his 6th title defense.
For a world champion, I don't think he's ever been hit by a guy like
most divisive figure to ever step Legends Cage, splitting the world of MMA.
Are you ready?
All eyes will be on this fight, and one thing is for sure.
Competitors in the casino ladder match at Double or Nothing. The winner of that last week. So I'm sorry. Last week I kept bringing up in our and the way it happened, and you hit this coffin, which put you on your back, and then Cody did a big with.
No, Taz, you don't get it. The state of Idaho in amateur wrestling.
Okay. Interesting conversation that we're hearing from Taz the last couple of weeks.
I'm telling you, if Taz know that, but I would listen to somebody like Taz.
We heard about the casino ladder match.
Will start the match, and every 90 seconds a new one will join until all 9 have entered. Each ship can be grabbed at any time. Already announced for the match are Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, Ray.
And later that week, or even maybe this hour if we can, we know that the women's title. Let's hear what they got to say.
I'm standing here with Hikaru Shida, Women's Championship at Double or Nothing. What are your expectations going?
I can challenge the women's title at this moment. I will beat Naira.
Oh, wait, excuse me, some questions. And I know you've been looking for something, you've been missing something.
And you know it.
Women's World Champion head of Shida.
Well, we haven't seen this young man in quite numerous serious threatening injuries.
The following contest is set by Wardlow from Plainview, Long Island, New York. You know it. Max Maxwell, Jacob Friedman.
I like him, and I'm not sure anybody does, but you can't deny the record that he had.
A big shotty Lee on Twitter.
Big shotty Lee.
Folks, I just noticed Ray Phoenix after what happened earlier tonight.
Wow. Darby Allin and Colt Boom Boom Cabana, 4 of the...
Man, that's impactful.
And we've been told during Double or Nothing, the best friends that determine the #1 contender for the world title
himself.
Okay.
Yeah, Lee Johnson, 22 years old, folks. He's only been a pro 2 years.
MJF putting
the Lee Johnson's got a great future in AEW. I really do. You know, there's something to be said for wrestling with confidence. Arrogant, but he believes in himself.
And he's good. He can back it up. Kenny back last week, Tony, when he broke the news to him.
No, he wasn't happy last week, and so he got his...
Oh!
Man. Young master MJF.
MJF just taunting Lee Johnson, completely unnecessary.
Be in that casino ladder match.
And Lee,
he's not only want to win the match, he wants to show him up. He wants to embarrass him. You can't deny the great record that MJF had.
Record came in a 4-way matchup that he was not pinned in. Defeated in an AEW ring.
And he worked his way up to the #2 ranked contender as well.
Oh, and by the way, he's only 24 as well. Oh! Shoulder breaker.
And now
submission and quick tap out.
How about that?
Better than you.
It was an academic. It was just a matter of time. Well,
here's your winner.
He'll have Wardlow with him. Take on
To cut my music. Sorry, my peers don't know how to react to a real Jungle Boy. I gotta tell. But I gotta tell you, stiff, don't you think so, Lee? Match, and lucky for me, when I walked in, buddy. So I did us both a favor. Marco, get ready. We're gonna have a lot of fun. And don't forget.
I'm assuming he's talking about next week.
I believe he is.
You'd have to imagine.
Are you ready for Pineapple Pete and Chris Jericho? Because Pete, it's showtime.
The following is weighing from Leeds, England, by way of Atlanta, Georgia, at Pineapple Pete.
We all know now the last month, Pineapple Pete. He named him Pineapple Pete.
That's right.
Very well said. And he's taken the name, he's run with it, right? Why not? That's right.
The Inner Circle from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Oh.
Wow.
Got his goons out here. I'm sorry, look at after that tag team match we've just seen. And poor old Sandy
Balls got into our street fight match last week. Jericho's lion's share of the purse, as they say.
And I'm sure they celebrate. Order now. Supplied a little bit of the bubbly.com. I'm not going to. JR said that.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Biggest match in Pineapple Pete's career.
Do you reckon eagle-sized?
Oh, Sammy.
He was run over. And,
I saw that.
And Santana and Ortiz. And notice what cheat?
I don't know.
It looks like a Pineapple Pete t-shirt.
Maybe I'm underestimating Pineapple Pete's abilities. Oh, disrespectful.
Yeah, swipe right back.
It's a Jericho.
Well, he just shoved Rick Knox out of the way, and he's going to take.
Charges in with the back elbow. Pineapple Pete, an impressive flurry.
Pineapple Pete has jumped right in the face of
Pete charging in. Oh, Judas effect. Bided his time.
Dominating. Absolutely dominating. A little hope for Pineapple Pete.
Yeah, the AJC. They've had quite a night already, the Inner Circle has. Laid it on Pineapple Pete.
Well, Guevara may have said that.
Yeah.
Threat of Pineapple Pete has been vanquished. The Inner Circle versus the Elite. So guys, for like 2 months, right? I mean, I heard Hangman Page. And meanwhile, Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson. But we're fair and honorable gentlemen, aren't we, right? And that's why we're going to give you a chance, Elite. While the world reacts to the coronavirus, the Inner Circle writing history. And what's the stadium stampede? Wait until you see what dastardly deeds the inner circuit's large. And massage your bruised egos, Elite, because the inner circle is... Your response, we got all night.
That was an nothing. I've never heard of a concept. What that shirt?
That was the shirt that...
You got a lot of guts showing up here after what you pulled. I had warrants out in 7 states for your arrest for grand larceny for us. Does the Elite accept the challenge? All right, the answer is yes. Look at my eyes, Elite, you dumb idiots! To your answer for our invitation to join the inner circle. You know what? I gotta be honest with the 6th member of the Elite. And he's right here. And Floyd's got a message for you, is this.
Oh my God! Guard 1 is being destroyed.
Jericho's lost his mind.
Well, like you said, Tony, he speaks drone.
Yeah.
That's another form of symbolic of a message, sending it back to the inanimate object. The thing about the Elite, they're going to fight.
Well, the challenge...
I mean, I can't imagine the Elite backing down from a fight. One's destruction.
It's like a family member to Matt Hardy being destroyed in their inanimate object affections.
Matt Hardy is in.
How's Matt going to explain this to his 3 kids?
And the bubbly bunch, if you will, are the inner circle walk-over.
Sheeta's title match at Double or Nothing will now be, gentlemen.
Nyla Rose attacking Hikaru Shida with that kendo stick.
No disqualification, no count-out match against the Native Beast.
Back to last week, ladies and gentlemen, and show you what went down after Moxley had a massive attack, and then boom! Brody Lee almost beheaded.
And we know Moxley is back in the arena here tonight, but you know he wants that strap back.
Well, Moxley's going to get him some tonight, no doubt about it, except let's take a look at what's going to happen here next week, including, gentlemen,
name to paper, and he will face the Jurassic Express.